video. There is no logic in cooking food. Think about this. When your house is getting fire, it destroys everything. It burns down your furniture. Your house will collapse. If you put fire under your food, the same thing happens. The food gets burned, the food gets destroyed, you lose the nutrients, you lose the water, and finally it makes the food compact without water, without nutrients. And to this mixture, to this compacting, you add herbs, spices, salt, pepper, to make it tasty. Because this mass is a natural state, not tasty. Excuse me. And if you put your hand on the cooking fire for 2 minutes, you will scream because you cannot resist that heat. And you gonna do the same with your hand as with your food. You will destroy it. Some foods you need to cook for 1 hour. Imagine you put your hand in that oven or on that stove for 1 hour. You will be a long time out of the game. You will be a long time in the hospital. Because when you smell food, that means the evaporating is the moisture that goes into the air. The smell is the nutrients that you smell. Now you see, you need actually electrical food because you're an electrical being. Your spine requires charging by electrical foods and by grounding or earthing. Yesterday I made the video about Bovis angstrom. So fruits are living foods. They are not cooked. They are not dead. So they have 800 angstrom. 800 Bovis value. Cooking, maybe 200. There is no cooked meal that is equalizing the human elimination that has 75% water, because you lose the water, you lose the moisture by evaporation. And the maximum a cooked meal can have is maybe 40%, so you're missing out 35% water. So every cooked meal is a serious dehydration. So if you have drinks after your meals, in between your meals, it becomes more dehydration because these drinks are not cellular water, they are H2O and not H3O2. So they dehydrate you further and further and further. So you get the whole day in a state of low electrical food that is not charging your spine and that is dehydrating your whole body. So foods are cooked by the sun. Fruits are cooked by the sun. Even a lettuce is cellulose, but it needs the sun to grow. But if you see the difference in pure fruit and lettuce, lettuce is way harder to digest because of the cellulose. And it slows down your detox. Is it good to slow down your detox? We are in very toxic times, so it's best to go on high fruit and high electrical charged food cooked by the sun. And that can only save your life when you have cancer, arthritis, diabetes, because Dr. Morse has thousands of clients who come to him and he always explains the same. You need electrical sun-fired food. You need H3O2 to flush out your problem, to clean out your vessel, to clean out your body. And he will always say, yeah, you can eat a salad, but you're gonna slow down the detox. So fruit is the way to go, because fruit is the most easy to digest for your body and has the ideal water, the ideal electrons to charge your spine, your human battery. If you don't follow this frugivore advice, your spine gonna dehydrate with your cooked food and gonna get compaction. The compaction of the gravity effect is tremendous daily because we sleep in unnatural bed, we sit on unnatural chairs and toilets, which is already stiffening, tightening the hip and the back. So the fruit will increase the collagen. The collagen is like the liquid jelly stuff in your joints, and that is why Dr. Sebi was jumping from standing straight on the knees, on the concrete, and not hurting his knees. That was amazing to see. And that is because the fruit has the collagen increase, and that is promoting more flexibility. You can imagine if you eat cooked food that is dehydrating, that your flexibility goes down. First, you're getting less collagen production. Second, you dehydrate. Third, the acids are very, like the protein are acid forming. The acids are very bad for your system. So this is all making you more stiff and stiff. And that is why people age with wrinkles and finally bending over when they walk, finally need a walker or a wheelchair, because the whole life they have every meal, dehydration, acid forming, less oxygen, the blood saturation goes down with many types of animal protein, and that is all stiffening the body more and more. So we become stiff as a dead body finally because of so much dehydration. This doesn't happen in the nature with animals. Animals eat what they intended to eat, what they are made for. So the lion is a typical carnivore. He eats the blood and gets hydrated. We think we are a carnivore and we are not a carnivore. We think we are an omnivore and we are not an omnivore. And that is why we cook the meat when the lion is eating it raw. The lion gets hydrated, but we cook, it's evaporating the moisture and we dehydrate.